Welcome everybody to the Farm Sim Report with news, notes, and stories from the week of October 24th to the 29th with me, LooneyFarmGuy, and special guest, Farm Dog Max. Hey Max, are you excited about the Farm Sim show? I'm sure he is not, unless there's some treats. You want some treats? No? Not very interested. Anyways, let's get right into it. So what's been happening this week? Well, we've had a busy week. About 93 mods and updates were released this week. So I've been busy as usual. Some of those we're going to be looking at a little bit later in the show. If you may or may not be noticed, I've been working on including some more sheds and placeables in my reviews. Our good friend John at Luna Farms has moved on to other interests. We wish him all the best, and so I'll be kind of taking on at least some of the more interesting mods and placeables, such as the new house by OKUSEDMODS, which we'll look at a little bit later too. So moving on to modern news, if you may recall, the Universal Liquid Transport by Percy that I did review last week had a little bit of an issue with loading pallets and how high you needed to get them in order to load into the tanker. So apparently he has messaged me to say that he's working on an update. So hopefully we get to see that fairly soon, because I did like the pack. It was well made. Also, there was a big update to the Big Chicken Barn by Jelonek. That had some fixes, and from what I was testing, seems to be working, at least not broken anymore, and working fine. So hopefully you guys can check it out and enjoy that. Also this week, on the 26th, was a Giants Update Patch 1.81 for a number of things, but most significantly that I did notice, they updated the demolish button, so we'll show that off too when we jump into our new test map, or one of my two new test maps. I'm still going to be on Fox Farms, but I've made a new test area on Alien Jim's Rock Crawl map. It's got a huge flat area. We'll talk about that. So, without further ado, let's hop into the map. All right, so here we are on Rock Crawl. This is a newer map by Alien Jim, and most of you may know it from the Rock Crawl feature on this map. And I've actually set up a little, test area. Not really set it up all that much. I've modified this map slightly to do some placeable testing for things such as houses and barns. These, as you may have noticed from the thumbnail and the intro, is 3 of the recent mods. An update to the chicken barn, which I think is more or less working now. For some of you, probably pretty happy about that. A really nice house by OKUSEDMODS. Chicken barn is by Jelonek, and of course we had this just recently drop on Friday. This is the JD C850 air cart and air drill by Custom Modding. And this, apparently from some reports from some of my viewers, could be a bit of an issue when you have the 4-track configuration. So just be careful with that. Keep an eye on it. You might want to switch it up to the wheels. I did notice a little bit of some goofy stuff going on there with that. However, the alternate reason why I have brought you out here to this map is also to talk a little bit about the map. I didn't really kind of consider it right at first because all the attention was concentrated on the rock crawl, but this map has a absolutely massive, huge flat area to the right. And if we take a look at our map, here we are over here. Now there has some water feature right in the middle. I suppose maybe for some ramps or jumping or something, it looks like, I'm not sure. It also has some fields up in the northern section, which I'm not really going to probably bother too much with. What I was interested in is this huge, really like absolutely flat area over here to the right. There is also a feature over here with some hill testing for maybe testing, hill testing of equipment. But what we are here, I've actually filled in the water halfway to make this area even larger, and it will definitely fit the largest animal barn, factory, or whatever you might, or I might, want to set up here and not have to worry about the ground being deformed or anything like that. Also be able to test all sorts of productions and animal barns and so forth without having to worry about deformation of the ground and so forth, all that kind of thing. I've added a little bit of a area over here with a sleep trigger. I've set up a couple of tankers and a truck with a trailer, a couple of buy points, and also this map is also have as standard equipment. It has a bunker silo for testing whatever, biogas plant. We have some sell points on the map itself. And over here, interesting to note, of course, there's the store area over here, nice and open. Fair bit of room, not the biggest area I've ever seen, but adequate. Not that I'm going to do a whole lot of equipment testing here, but I might. Also, he's set up as default a bunch of pallets. Excuse me. And a whole bunch of bales, different sized bales, grass. So that's pretty cool. I'm just going to leave those there. There's no reason to get rid of those. And of course, with a little bit of fun, we can go for a rock crawl. But the main purpose for me setting up this particular map, we got some huge vineyard, grape and olive vineyards here set up. Massive. They go all the way to the back, just about. I need to see that placeable testing area. He's even set it up for that. I love that. I've been kind of looking for something like this. The only drawback, I guess you could say, if there is one, if we go back into our map here, and we own everything. It's field number 1 is the entire map, which is fine because then I don't have to try and buy everything. However, it is not set up for precision farming, so no testing of precision farming will be able to take place on this map. So I'm still going to keep my my test map on Fox Farms for field testing of equipment and so forth for the most part, I think, until maybe something else comes along. But this is absolutely fantastic for placeables. A big, huge flat area. And the lighting is actually pretty nice. Well, of course, it's an Alien Gym map. So we're going to have a little bit of fun. I just set this up this weekend, actually. So this is kind of my first video on the map. So, oh, yes, one more thing that I wanted to show, although I probably mentioned already. but an update, the Giants update now, we can directly go to the demolish tab and demolish stuff now directly without having to do any goofy stuff or anything like that. Just bam, bam, right? So no more fooling around with trying to find different ways to demolish. They have fixed that with the last patch and a bunch of other stuff too that I didn't really understand. But there you go. So back to the regular scheduled video right now. So there we have it. That's pretty much it for the news, notes, and stories. There is one added little note. Giants did release a buyable mod, the Porsche Diesel Junior, which was only previously available to those of you who purchased the model, the actual die-cast model, or otherwise. But now you can purchase it for 99 cents on the Giants mod hub, either through console, if it's be on your in-game mod hub for purchase, or on the Giants website. So I also want to take this time to thank all my viewers. Of course, none of this would be possible without your input. I want to thank all the modders that have commented on my videos, contacted me in one way or another. Their input is extremely valuable to bringing information to you, the viewer, and my supporters. Thank you again very much, everybody. And that's pretty much it. That's the Farm Sim News for the week of October 24th to 29th. I'm LooneyFarmGuy, and remember, it's only a game. So till next time, bye for now.